Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
You need to brush your teeth, too.
On the set. Hey, Sam on.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Running right, here's Brown. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Brown. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Go, go.
54 Mike. Coming to you, coming to you. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Watch the run, watch the run.
Go.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, Lyle. Come on, Lyle. We better than that.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
We play to win. Let's go.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Brown. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 64. Check 52. Check 43. Hatchet. Hey, high 7. Now.
2nd and 5. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He don't know no better. Hey. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. So we got me.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
On first down, it's Rosen. It's caught, block it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, well, the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you.
Kara, stop it. Stop. Stop it. Stop.
Partner.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up, because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against him on that one and hit him big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore.
Check 9, check 9. Bang, ready.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Go.
From the gun, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Rock it. Watch the ship.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find Metcalf. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. They come up in an offset eye.
Six guard. Check 6 guard. Sweep.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Rosen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hey, switch gears. Switch.
A final shot before break. Lawrence, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we reach halftime here. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've
Killing
done
my
it
man.
and this one results in a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. This complete to Lockett. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rosen will throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to an 8-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Texans now. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
He's
Safety
hurt.
creeping.
Wide, get wide.
Shift.
Now it's Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Rush in. Check. Leo.
They'll run now with Brown. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Hey, block it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Second and 6. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Back to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. In the backfield by himself is Brown, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Check 24.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Brown. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, the team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Underneath into the hands of Sternberger. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Rosen to throw, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Rosen, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Here's Rosen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On first down, it's Brown. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. But now it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Things looking pretty good on the scoreboard. They're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Wow.
On 4th down, Lawrence. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So make sure you close up on time.
On first down, Lawrence. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds.
See, that is what I'm
Metcalf once
saying.
again the target.
Huh?
It's 2nd down.
Yeah.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
No way.
Throwing again, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, that ain't my problem, baby. I'm out of there at 12. I don't care about no relief or nothing like that.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
Cook.
So for the Texans, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye.